Little River Studio on the banks of the beautiful St. Johns River in sunny Florida. And Gold Tone Music Group, the makers of fine fretted stringed instruments, presents an hour of live music with Live and Kicking. With your host, Bruce Andersen and the Cosmic Cowboy Revival Band.
Welcome, 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 everybody, to Live and Kicking. I am your host, Bruce Andersen, and support for Live and Kicking is provided by goldtone.com. They are a leader in folk instruments that include banjos and mandolins, guitars, slide guitars, dulcimers, ukuleles, banjitars. List really does go on and on. They're a family-owned business with a focus on quality and price, goldtone.com. We have a great show for you. We have Phillyfish. We have great encores from both Theolodge and the Oak Hill Drifters. So stick around. I think you're going to find it really pretty good. I'm going to start with one song here, and then we will bring up Phillyfish. This is called Time to Move On. Left your key on the dusty doorstep. You said it fit, don't fit no more. Sweater in the chair, got your shade on it. Room don't hold us like it did before. Talking in circles, too long, every good word turns out wrong, so wrong. Time to move on, time to move on. Flame burning in, and the feeling is gone. Time to move on, time to move on. Loved you hard, but I can't stay on. Packed your truth in that old blue case. Tired hands and a quiet face. Beg the door to swing back. Love's not here, I'm making my track. Talking in circles, too long. Every good word turns out wrong, so wrong. Time to move on, time to move on. Flame burning thin, and the feeling is gone. Time to move on, time to move on. Loved you hard, but I can't stay on. Keep the good days like stones in my palm. Not built for a house without dawn. Go on, darling, I won't hold the gate. Gone is gone, it's finally too late. Time to move on, time to move on. Flame burning dim, the feeling is gone. Time to move on, time to move on. Love you hard, but I can't stay on. Time to move on, time to move on. Flame burning dim, the feeling is gone. Time to move on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to have Phillyfish come up here. But as I always like to remind our listeners, that if you go to the website, live and kickingmusic.com, that on there, you're going to see the information on the artist that you are about to hear. And that includes, what does that include? That includes photographs. That includes their bio. And most importantly, that includes their web address. So that at your leisure, you can go to their website and hear more of their music, see what they're up to, and probably even communicate. Right, Philly? Could they say that? Could they email you or text you?
Yes, they do. It's always great. And I appreciate this forum, Bruce. You do a great job here. Ever since I've been doing this now for a year and a half, the traffic has been phenomenal. And people are just loving the whole idea of it, too. And this room is incredible, I have to say.
Well, first of all, I'm going to say, this is Phillyfish.
Hello there.
Let's give you a proper introduction.
Good luck to you all. You're all great. Thanks.
Now, I do want to ask you a few things. You
Sure.
touched on it previously, because I was a little confused by your bio.
Yep.
When people go on there, the word you use audition for, and you use third eye blind,
Correct.
and Collective Soul, and Limp Bizkit.
Yep.
Now, what do you mean audition for?
So I had auditions for all of those bands: Limp Bizkit, Collective Soul, Third Eye Blind, and actually the Limp Bizkit one was quite incredible. The first two I was invited to.
When you say audition, you're going to be in those bands.
Yes, correct. As guitar in those bands as guitar player.
Wow.
Electric guitar player. This is acoustic here I'm doing today.
Yeah.
Real short, the Limp Bizkit one was most interesting because when I showed up for that was more public, and they gave you 60 seconds to perform. It had to be original, it had to be quick and nonstop, and most people got buzzed, gonged, if you want, whatever you wanted to say, it within 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It wasn't up to par. And the caveat was you had to be 30 years old or less. I was 35, but I hit it, right? So anyway, so I go up there and I start playing, I start doing my thing, and I'm expecting to get gonged, right? It wasn't happening. I'm looking over at the mediator. He has his hand on his chin looking at me. 60 seconds go by. I made it. He pulls me aside and and he pulls me aside and he says, "Ken," he goes, "that was fantastic. That was all the boxes we wanted to check." He goes, "But how old are you?" I said, 35. He goes,
I should have said 20. Should have said 29.
I couldn't. He had to give something at the end anyway. Yeah. But so it was fun. That was fun. That was a bit different than the other ones.
Now, were they all in separate cities, or?
Yes. So Collective Soul was actually at Ed Roland's house in I won't say where it is. And Third Eye Blind was actually when we were. I was staying with a friend in San Francisco, and they were auditioning right near Haight Street, the whole 9 yards. He led me to that one. I auditioned. I got an invite once they heard the tape and everything. But as I said, the Limp Bizkit one, that was more through Guitar Center at the time. That was, 2001 maybe, something like that. So that was a while ago. They all were actually a while ago. And then there were other shows, Rockstar in Excess, which was on ABC, I think it was. And there was something Paul Schaefer introduced. It was called Cover Wars. That was on VH1. I was on there for a while. That was a weird thing where now today it's not so strange where somebody asks you to play and this is kind of what I do here. I'm probably going to do this with one of the songs I play, do a different genre of a song. So he would call out and he'd say, do whatever by Christina Aguilera in a reggae version. But this was an entire band, so you're put on the spot and you're like, how the heck can we do that? You kind of looked at each other and you did it. At least you tried. So we were on that show for a couple episodes. But yeah, so over time it was fun.
Yeah. Wow, no, that's quite a career. I should mention that anybody that goes to your website, I don't believe any of this is on your website.
No, I do it myself, so I'm kind of learning all that through GoDaddy and everything myself. Yeah. But it's come out to the shows, you'll see. I love doing audience interaction. As I mentioned to Bruce earlier, one of the things I do is giveaways. Giveaways are real. For anyone out there who does solo performing, a lot of people do the same thing over and over again. Jimmy Buffett. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I do completely different stuff. I do giveaways. One of the things people love are mini bubble wands. Put your name on them. Shot glass necklaces. People love that. But just clear it with the bar or the restaurant, wherever you are first, that you're handing stuff out. But it's always, people appreciate that stuff.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, what's going to be your first song?
So my first song, speaking of Collective Soul, I'll do a song by them. So I'm going to kind of do another thing I do in my acts that most people don't realize. It's just something, it's almost like in football where the first couple plays are scripted. I script my first plays, my first songs. And in this case, I'll do a variety. I'll do like songs from the 90s, like going backwards, 90s, 80s, and 70s.
Right.
So I'm going to start with the 90s. It'll be a song by Collective Soul called Maybe.
Good, cool.
Awesome. Thank you. Give me the cue, my friend. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Divides to bring you back into the fold. Welcome home. Still my need to recognize any comfort you might show. It only grows. Guess I'll learn to accommodate while my heart just sits and waits. Maybe in God you found, maybe it's all that you can offer now, offer now. To take refuge when the storms of pain release. Shelter me. This blessedness of life sometimes brings me to my knees. I call home me. Oh, I have not words to write a farewell to you tonight. Maybe in God you found, maybe it's all that you can offer now, offer now. Well, I know our hearts are weeping while your voice is now singing on high. You're an angel on high. Yes, you are. Oh, I have not the words to write a farewell to you tonight. Maybe in God you found, maybe it's all that you can offer now, offer now. Maybe in God you found, maybe it's all that you can offer now, offer now.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, I thought they used to be based out of Atlanta, I thought, right?
Out of Atlanta, yes. Atlanta.
So I was going to guess that's where the home was.
Yep, that's what the home was. And originally they were thought to be a Christian band, and they really weren't, although they spoke a lot in their song, like that one in particular right there, being, meeting God and all that kind of stuff. And I thought that was really cool, really connected with them. So next I'm going to transgress, is that a word? Digress or whatever. I'll go backwards into the 80s. So I'm going to do my own version of this was a favorite. Gosh, we were vidiots, we called ourselves back in the 80s because we would watch MTV. Eddie Grant, I think this was. So this was Electric Avenue. I'm going to do an acoustic version of that.
Electric Avenue, and then we take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Oh, and then we take it higher. Oh, yeah. And then we take it higher. Oh, we gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. And then we take it higher. And they can't beat everyone. Oh no, we gonna rock down to
song, man.
I've never, ever have heard an acoustic version of that song.
Neither have I. Well, you're not going to hear an acoustic version of the next one either. That's the one thing I like to do in my shows, man, and I teach it on YouTube. My channel is full of that please expand your mind. I mean, these are covers. I also do originals. But if you're a cover act, expand your mind. A lot of people get locked in. They want to play the song exactly like it is, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
But I like creating these outlandish versions of things and an insane variety of songs that people are not used to hearing. And it seems to go over well, and I like, more than anything, I like doing it. So
cool.
That's how that works. I mean, it is your art. So like the art on the wall here is just fantastic, and that's that's off the rails.
It shows a demented mind. Anyway.
All right, so I'm going to go down to the 70s now, and I might need the words for this. This is Rock and Roll All Night by Kiss.
You show us everything you got. Keep on dancing and the room gets hot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You say you wanna go for a spin. The party's just begun, so let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. Oh, I wanna rock and roll all night. Party every day. Wanna rock and roll all night. Party every day. You keep on saying you'll be mine for a while. You're looking fancy and I like your style. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You show us everything you've got. Baby, baby, that's quite a lot. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. Keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. Oh, I wanna rock and roll all night. Party every day. Wanna rock and roll all night. Party every day. Wanna rock and roll all night. Party every day. Oh. All right, peace and love, everybody. Thank you, Bruce.
Phillyfish, yes. Wow, thank you so very much. That was wonderful. Now, we are just beginning. Next, we have a young gentleman who's just, this guy has become global. I'm not making that up. He first started off a few years ago. Not exactly sure how this worked. Well, actually, I should mention, he signed to Boone Castle Media, and I guess they started him off in Cannes, France, at a convention there, and then from there he went on to share the stage with Wycliffe Jean from the music group The Fugees, and then that led to him being a headliner in Mumbai, India, at the Totem Pole Music Festival. And since then, he has been touring Europe at least twice a year. Well, enough said. This is Theolodge.
Yeah. Yeah. I tell them just because. Yeah, man, I love them all. And even if they hate it, yep, I still made it. I tell them just because. Yeah, man, I love them all. And even if they hate it, yep, I still made it. Talk around town, now they speaking on me. But first they were sleeping on me. And then I had to wake them up. In the game, I had to shake it up. 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. Still remember the time, it was 6:45. We was hanging in the front yard. I remember kicking my first bars. I had my own ciphers, homies surrounded with the drink, weed, and the lighters. Mama said, once you get your chance, make it light up. Family saying, once you make it, you better write us. Look around for facial expressions. Drop a line, they frown like I'm tight in braces. I knew then I was going places. They're hearing cheers and standing ovations. I did a lot of showcases. Just so anxious, I was caught up in the matrix. Had to go through more phases. Plan to see more stages than Mario, and I ain't got that far to go. How you know if you never try? Push fear to the side and swallow my pride. The new me has a road, the old me just died. The man in the mirror looked him in his eye. Follow your dream and keep your head high. Now you checking bags and catching red eyes. To 11 years later, from doing my job to forgiving all my haters. I tell them just because. Yeah, man, I love them all. And even if they hate it, yep, I still made it. I tell them just because. Yeah, man, I love them all. And even if they hate it, yep, I still made it. Yeah, hey, yep, I still made it. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Like I said, we live and kicking it. It's your homie Theolodge.
Yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah. I know sometimes it get hard, man, and remember you gotta stay 100% to yourself. Stay true to who you are. Remember that. Let's go. Music loud, let the speakers blow. Ask yourself what you do and who you do it for. Things go south good just a week ago. As long as you stay true, that's all they need to know. Music loud, let the speakers blow. Ask yourself what you do and who you do it for. Things go south good just a week ago. As long as you stay true, that's all they need to know. Let me introduce myself. Known for the tight flow, let me lose myself before I lose myself. Choice was mine, easy, I would choose myself. Try to reduce my wealth, you be checking for who's left. The way I kick tracks, I need a kung fu belt. Finish line near, few steps away from greatness. Still anxious, beat your mind with the real lyrical banquet. Skill sees the vanquished, excuse my frankness. I think less when in survival mode. Unlock the adventure code from taking up scenic routes to driving the main roads. To you Tysons, I'm ready bold. Picture clear centerfold. Chasing the cool meal, keep the dinner roll. Born with a winner soul. Is it beneficial to play a bigger role? Yeah. Music loud, let the speakers blow. Ask yourself what you do and who you do it for. Things go south good just a week ago. As long as you stay true, that's all they need to know. Music loud, let the speakers blow. Ask yourself what you do and who you do it for. Things go south good just a week ago. As long as you stay true, that's all they need to know. Yeah. Music loud, let the speakers blow. Ask yourself what you do and who you do it for. Things go south good just a week ago. As long as you stay true, that's all you need to know. Yeah. We just warming up. Like I said, man, we live and kicking it. I'm your homie Theolodge. That's cool. Yeah. I know a lot of y'all out there, man. If you've been down, remember, only way you can go is up. I done been there. I done been down. I done been up. I done been down. I've been up. And I was able to make $1 out of 15 cents, man. I just want y'all to know, man. Everything I tell you is true story. I don't want to hide nothing. I want to be transparent. Yeah. They ain't predicting me coming. Yeah. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You could say my time was well spent. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You could say my time was well spent. Remember them times of sharing them clothes and shell toes. Dream of moving the mail road, sunset walking railroad. Wondering where the train going. Hopped on track and start flame throwing. Lunchroom raps, jokes and name throwing. Nintendo game blowing. It ain't been the same, homie. I've been through a lot. I've been doing a lot. Paper tags when I'm leaving out the parking lot. They like, look at old country boy. They never predict me traveling the world doing shows overseas, cause I ain't see it. Visions of Stevie stuck wondering, would I ever find Wonderland? And when I do, okay, I'll see like a thunder fan. Wrist wear rubber band, just a reminder. Do it on your own, don't wait for them to sign you. But if they do find you, I guess that's fine too. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You can say my time was well spent. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You can say my time was well spent. This take me with my cousin in the tempo days. Then temp phase, too much sugar in the Kool-Aid. Barbecuing, playing spades, all the freestyle escapades. Till my parents working extra days. From moms and pops not speaking. From Lake Placid to Bowling Green every weekend. Makeup outfits and trick-or-treating. Granddaddy deacon, so you know I stayed in church. Christmas and Easter speeches, not to mention summertime work. Fought in the middle of the road, did I make the right turn? It might burn. Playing with fire wasn't a big concern. Some way I made it, I applied it together and I staged it. Difficult times, yeah, I prayed it. I made it over 25, listening to Aquemini. It showed me horoscopes often lie. I'd rather have knowledge and be brilliant than try to fit in and be soulless for the millions. You feel me? This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You can say my time was well spent. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. This is for them days when I ain't have nothing. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. You can say my time was well spent. Yeah, yeah. You can say my time was well spent. Made $1 out of 15 cents, and I did it all legit. Yeah, we get to the end of my time, so I want to take y'all around the world. You don't need a passport for this last song. It's called $1 and a Dream, because that's how it started for me. So I'm going to let y'all know a little bit about me, DJ Theolodge. Yeah, R.I.P. to the lost ones. Yeah. If you tuning in, if you don't know me, I'm about to give you my whole story in 3 minutes. Yeah. I had to believe in me. Yeah. Started with $1 and a dream. Yeah. $1 and a dream. To travel in the world, hearing fans scream. $1 and a dream. $1 and a dream. To travel in the world, hearing fans scream. Yeah, who that coming from nowhere? I'm so rare, Mr. Clean with little hair. You can formulate your own opinion about me. Who care? Who there when you need them? When they say trust me, I can believe them. And I had too many try to mislead them. Land of the free, but I'm looking for freedom. Fan equal thirsty, your DM. So disgusting, so in a maze. Try to stay in justice, modern day slave. Life threw a lemon at me, and I threw that lemon back and say I'm cool on that lemonade. Me and Destiny having a dinner date. All lives focused on center stage. Hit your renegade, forget what they finna say. Hey, this is a winner's day. Champagne and the cheers. For all the blood, sweat, and the tears. For the loved ones I lost over the years. We all have doubts and we all have fears. Things ain't always what it appears. I'm just speaking the truth here. I had to fake it to make it, just to start my career. I done seen a lot of people give up. They ain't have nothing to live for. I done seen people mask up and go and pull a kick though. But I stayed in my lane and I stayed on my grind, and I had to get a sick flow. One they couldn't copy, now ride to that. I don't need a 10-4. My music done left off the porch to worldwide, filling up the passport. Yeah, yeah. And God gave me what I asked for. Yeah. What's the need for me to ask more?
Yeah, that was Theolodge. That was really good. Now, we're not done. We have, in my opinion, the best rockabilly group in America. This is the Oak Hill Drifters. We want to hear you. Now, I should ask, who's with you? There are a few other people there, aren't there?
There are quite a few other people here. We've got Mr. Tom Pierce over here on the drums. I don't know if you can see him. We've got over here on the bass, we've got Mr. Craig Roy. Behind me back here, we've got Mr. George Dimitrov on the old guitar. He's like, hello. You don't get a microphone today, George, I'm sorry.
Now, you guys have been together for a while, right?
A little bit,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think I mentioned earlier, I recognized quite a few of you from Hindu Cowboys.
These two right here.
Yes, fantastic band. So this is great to see. It lives on in another form. So, and Rachel, what band were you from before this kind of happened?
You know, I was in a band called the Honeybees when I lived up in Chicago. It was a straight rockabilly band.
Oh.
We were very fortunate to get to go play quite a few places. Go play some festivals in Vegas and
Wow.
Seattle and Austria, Spain. Good times.
Well, that's all. Once again, that's Chicago's loss
Yes.
and our gain. So,
Yes.
well, I should ask, what song do you want to start off with here?
I think we're going to start with Fair Game, right?
That sounds good.
All right. It's an original of ours called Fair Game. Boy, see the warning signs, you know what lies in store. You continue pushing on, you want just a little more. There's a world of hurt, and you keep going just the same. Remember that when you're put down, you made yourself a game. That goodness on a rampage, you won't get out alive if you don't duck and cover. Now your soul may not survive. I know why you keep going, 'cause I keep going too. I made myself back in this world, it's all because of you. Once I had a dream of you, it never so blind. Everlasting love, but it was all in my mind. Now I stand here all alone, heart sinking like a storm. Look at yourself, you're falling just like a reckless fool. If you don't see that cat's my head, then you deserve to. I know why you keep going, 'cause I keep going too. I made myself back in this world, it's all because of you. That girl is on a rampage, you won't get out alive if you don't duck and cover. Now your soul may not survive. I know why you keep going, 'cause I keep going too. I made myself a game this one, it's all because of you. Once I had a dream of you, it never so blind. Everlasting love, but it was all in my mind. Now I stand here all alone, heart sinking like a storm. Look at yourself, you're falling just like a reckless fool. If you don't see that cat's my head, then you deserve to. I know why you keep going, 'cause I keep going too. Oh, I made myself back in this world, it's all because of you. I made myself back in this world. And it's all because of
Fantastic.
Mr. George on guitar.
Yeah, no, all of you. That's wonderful.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's great.
We have, yes.
And if people wanted to hear any of these, where would they perchance hear these?
I mean, the easiest place to do it, is go online, of course. Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. But if you actually want to really support us, come buy a CD in person.
Yeah, or, I mean, Rachel, what day are you standing out on 441 selling them?
To name the day. If you're going to, I'll sell them. I'll be out there.
Anyway, all right, what do you have for us next?
Which one are we going to do next? Shindig? All right, this one's called Shindig. This is written during the pandemic when it looked like things were finally starting to, like, the light was finally starting to shine through. Meet me on the floor, 'cause I wanna rock some more. Maybe it's a wild shindig. The party's getting stronger, so bring your chum along. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild shindig. Dancing in the streets, yeah, or in between the sheets. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild shindig. Celebrating gladly, flirting madly. Maybe it's a wild shindig. Locked inside for oh so long, we're ready to get out and play. I miss my friends and where we go. I no longer want to stay in my house. No one around, music's burning up in me. Curfew is lifted, no quarantine. Time to make my bed on it. Well, meet me on the floor, 'cause I wanna rock some more. Maybe it's a wild shindig. The party's getting stronger, so bring your chum along. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild shindig. Dancing in the streets, yeah, or in between the sheets. It's gonna be a wild shindig. Celebrating gladly, flirting madly. Baby, it's a wild shindig. Friends from over here and friends from over there, everyone gathers round. Twisting, shouting, laughter and wedding, oh so many happy sounds. Lovers reuniting, everything's exciting, music's burning up the scene. Join us in the dance hall, it's so good to see you all, no better company. Well, meet me on the floor, cause I wanna rock some more. Baby, it's a wild shindig. The party's getting stronger, so bring your time along. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild shindig. Dancing in the streets, yeah, or in between the sheets. Yeah, it's gonna be a wild shindig. Celebrating gladly, flirting madly. Baby, it's a wild shindig. Well, celebrating gladly, flirting madly. Baby, it's a wild shindig.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, I should ask, are any of these two songs you did, are they on the Iris?
They are,
Iris. Am I saying
actually-
right? Iris.
Yeah,
Iris?
believe the Iris sessions. Yes, actually, all three of them that we are doing right now are on that one.
It's not Irish sessions. You decided to name it Iris.
Iris. Yes, it's after one of the songs on there called "Believe Me, Iris."
So this next song is also from that
It
album.
is. It is indeed.
And apparently you put a lot of effort into that. It mentions that you used the big name producer, Billy Chapin,
That's right. Yeah.
who had done recordings with Edward McCain's sister Hazel and Don Henley. And where was this recorded at, can I ask?
It was in actually New Smyrna Beach.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
In a studio there or home?
yeah
Or-
he's got a studio down there. Well, actually, no, we recorded it here in Orlando, but we did a lot of the mixing and mastering, or mixing in New Smyrna.
Well, cool. That's,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it stayed in the
local.
area. Yeah. Some more of Iris.
All right. So this one's called Carpe Diem. It's our Western tune. Don't wanna give you my love. Don't know if I should even try. I've been cut so many times before, and my heart's been cast aside. All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Should I forsake the only way I've gone? All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Turn my back on this life that I've composed. Is it so easy to pretend the masquerade won't fall apart? The grand facade could never end under the weight of a lonely heart. All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Should I forsake the only way I've known? All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Turn my back on this life that I've composed. Falling, I'm falling, I'm breathless going down. Oh, it's a chance that I have to take. Breaking, I'm desperate that you are. Oh, as in love as you say you are. One last chance to save myself. One-way trains and wanderlust. But your smile is overwhelmed, and I choose to fall in love. All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Should I forsake the only way I've known? All I see is blue, all I feel is pain. Turn my back on this life that I've composed. Falling, I'm say you are.
Wow. That's Oakville Drifters, yes. Now, sadly, yes, this means that we're at the end of the show, where we get everyone back up here, and we're going to do Will the Circle Be Unbroken? And as I've said many times, we never do it the same way twice. Love this song. I tell you, it's been around for over 100 years. It's been performed by everyone. And I think one of the best stories about it is when the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band came to Nashville in '73 to record the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band Circle Be Unbroken album, that on that album was Mabel Carter.
Mm.
And Mabel Carter had actually, along with A.H. Carter,
Wow.
back in 1925, something like that.
Wow, that's 100 years.
One of the first recordings and play of the song on the radio was by the Carter family.
Nice.
Now, you know Carter family from June Carter and
Oh,
Johnny
yeah,
Cash.
that was a lineage.
But Mabel was lucky still around to reappear again on the album that Nitty Gritty did in '73. So
Holy cow.
that truly was Will the Circle Be Unbroken. So
That was in the 70s then, right?
yes, I think it was '73 when the album was done. Well, having said that, no pressure on us now. My apologies to the Carter family. Here we go.
I'm going to apologize as well, but we'll go.
I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the birds come rolling for to carry my love away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by? That home there is a better Well, that is our show. Yeah. A big thanks to Phillyfish and to the encores from both Theolodge and Oak Hill Drifters. Thank you all so very, very, very much. And as we always say, we always do, the best music is live. Yeah, still out there, please, and support the local musician. It's really fun doing it. And we appreciate you listening to the show. And before next time, go to the website, liveandkickingmusic.com, liveandkickingmusic.com. And on there is the information about the artist you just heard, as well as who'll be on the show next time. And if you would, join the mailing list. And your reward is that you'll get the music joke of the week every Saturday that we hope will make you laugh. And until next time, thank you so very much, and goodbye.